Crypto Visionary to level 3. Crypto Visionary to level 3. Bay 13 is now available for loading. I repeat, Bay 13 now available for loading.
Hello. How are we doing, everybody? Okay, I'm early today, and I didn't really announce anything. So, back to Monday streams. It's nice to be back on Monday. The other thing is we're doing a dinner thing tonight. So I wanted to go early so I could still stream tonight, not stream, and get some work done today. So that's what we're doing. So we're gonna go live on Instagram here because we're gonna just jump right on into it. I almost just broke my mic again. So that's fun. Let's make sure we're live on Instagram. Bop-a-dee, bop-a-doo. Let's see. I think it's live. There we go. Yeah, it's live. Okay, cool. Well, hi everyone. Happy Monday. It's been quite a weekend. I had a very busy weekend, so I'm excited for things to calm down a little bit. But we're back to the Monday streams, and we'll be back to the Wednesday streams, and we'll be on time with the Friday streams. So, yeah, working on this guy again today. I'm trying to bum rush this project to try to get it done before the end of October. I would really appreciate being able to do that. So I would love to get this done. 7 shots. It's so much fun learning. Learning is the best. Everybody should feel that way. Learning is an amazing thing. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Okay, so I already see an issue here from prior stream. So if you guys were at the last stream, you remember that this object was causing me nothing but pure pain. I think I've got it mostly figured out. I can see where there are some issues, which is really kind of weird. But yeah, so we're gonna finish up this like lung piece that I was working on, and we're just gonna roll with it. How's everybody doing? I know this is not my normal time, so I'm sorry if people are caught off guard. Kind of like it though, because it means I'll get to have like a longer night, which is kind of great. So, you know, good stuff all around. All right, so this was made when I was kind of tired, so I wanna do some different stuff to it. I'm gonna just add these supports in here just to see what I'm kind of working with. I'm working with an Engon, apparently. Holy crap, why did that happen? Why are you there? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, this, I don't know what happened at the end of last stream, but like this thing got jacked up. I don't know why. So we're gonna fix it. That's much better. That I don't like, but it's better. Okay. Because ideally I still want this to have like kind of like a capsule like lung shape. But in reality it'll be like filled with fluid. So stuff to play with. Okay. I do want to kind of change the shape up a little bit though, because I'm realizing that lungs are definitely not shaped that way. And since this is going to be in the lung cavity, I want to make sure it's actually kind of properly shaped. So we're going to adjust a couple of things here. We don't really get to see Xenomorph anatomy all that much, so this is just me kind of guesstimating and figuring stuff out as I go. And if I like the look of it, I like the look of it. If I don't like the look of it, then I will end up redoing it. Which is basically my motto for most of my projects. Works for me. Still haven't worked out Mountain Time, but I love the name. Alien Time's always good. I did not work out today either. I instead went to the grocery store and purchased steaks. So I need to get back into the gym a little bit more. So sorry to drop this question all of a sudden. If you are in an interview and someone asks what's your 3D workflow, what would be the best answer? So the best answer is going to be kind of how you approach your projects, right? So if you are, we'll just use a hard surface modeler as an example, and somebody asks what your workflow is, you will want to talk about like, do you block things out? So do you find a project, block out your project? Do you do your basic shapes and everything like that? On top of that, do you like, what is your flow of work? So for me, I would say like I block out my objects first. I get my general shaping, my silhouette going. And then from there, what I'll do is I'll go through and I'll start doing like minor detail passes and just kind of refining shapes and getting things kind of working the way I want them to. And then you'll go on to like, you know, doing your final refinements, doing your UV unwrapping, your texturing, like whatever workflow. So you just need to look at and examine what it is you do to get your model from start to finish, and that's what you would want to explain to them. And there's no, you don't need to apologize for asking those questions. That's totally cool. I have no problem with that. Alright, so... I can't wait to pose this thing so I don't hate the way it's sitting, because I hate, like, general rigging poses. And I kind of wish I didn't build this in a general rigging pose, but it is what it is. Not a huge deal. I didn't grab what I wanted there. So let's just do this. Okay, thank you. Let's hope this Friday goes well. You have an interview? That's awesome. Good luck. Best of luck to you. I wish the best for anyone who's going through an interview right now, because it is so difficult. Let me just spill lemonade all over my desk. But I wish you the best. I'm just going to text message. Hold on. Oh. Okay. So, getting a better shape there. I think I'm going to do some pipes coming out of the back of it. Didn't expect... Yeah, I didn't really announce it, but it was kind of a last-minute decision for myself and my wife. So, early stream. But hi, Mr. Blazing Man. I've been forsaken. I know, I'm sorry. I didn't announce it at all. I need to get better at that. I'm actually really bad about that. And I shouldn't be. But I am. Okay. So I see now why I shaped it that way. But I can work with this. Make it just a tad bit smaller. Pull it in. I just need to make sure it's not crossing that center point. Yeah, there we go. Well, no, see, that's a problem because it does need to be smaller because I planned on having pipes branching from it. So we'll just move it up slightly. Close that back in there. Worry about the formalities of that later. Okay. And that actually kind of works out better, if we're being honest. So it doesn't really clash with anything now. And everything kind of fits, so that works. Your good life happens, I don't blame you. Sometimes early has to happen. Yeah, no. Early is better than late, in my opinion, so. I'd much rather be early. Hi, I'm studying animation in video games, second year, and I hope to be as good as you are. Thanks for all the content. P.S. I'm from Spain. Nice. That's really cool to hear. I'm glad you're on your second year. I hope everything's going well for you, and thank you so much. I'm glad you like the content. And thank you for the compliment. I try not to, like... I don't think I'm, like, that great yet, but, you know, I know other people have different opinions, and I totally appreciate that, so thank you. I need to duplicate this because I'm like staring at it too long. You ever do that where you like stare at something and you're like, I hate this, and then you finally like do something like different and it just works? I know that was like the vaguest like explanation possible. Okay. So everything's kind of actually fitting, oddly enough. And I'm okay with that. I've got the tanks visible, which is dope. I want to get the pipes going. So this is going to be kind of weird because I'm going to kind of merge the pipes. Hold on. Was that important? No. Okay. Let's see here. And I'll just do my like normal reminder. If you guys don't know, I stream on Twitch, on YouTube, and on Instagram at the same time. So you are welcome to join me on whatever platform you choose. As well as if you're interested in Discord, we have a Discord. You're all welcome to join that as well. Okay. So, pipes. So let's do this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a curve. That is going to go... I need to figure out where it's going to go. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is stop it up in here. So these little pipe outlets that I totally didn't plan to actually have in there attached to anything, I'm going to attach it to those. So let's scroll into this dense freaking model. Yeah, actually, I guess I'm not going to have those pipes combined, so... I don't know where I am. Okay, I see where I am. Okay. I think that's going to work. Where does that line intersect right now? Okay, yeah, so that's good. So now I just need to kind of shape it from the front or the side. Because right now, yeah. Control vertex. So we'll just plop you here, go in there. We're gonna shape this a little bit. Trying to not have this like come through the neck. But I also need it not going through the vertebrae. So, staring at what I've made and hating it, it's 90% of my workflow. That is a beautiful workflow because I do the same thing. Mr. Eldorado, hello, how are you? How do I join the Discord? So, you're on YouTube, so in the description, or you can type in, here, I'll just do this. I think it works. There should be a link. You'll get the link, maybe. Yep, there's the link. Go in there, and there's a Discord invite link. Check that out. Okay. So, let's see. That's a very ugly curve. Okay, here's what I'm going to do, actually. You know what? I'm going to select all of this stuff, because I think I'm kind of, like, trying to force something that's not going to happen. And I'm going to isolate that. There we go. That's so much better. I can actually see what I'm doing now. Okay. Why is there a hole in that again? We're going to have to fix that. Brother, but will you do rigging at the end and move it? Absolutely not with this model. This is purely an art piece. I'm probably not going to rig this. Maybe way down the road if I really want to. But... I honestly, right now with this project, I have no interest. Why is that not letting me select that? I didn't really model this to be rigged. I'm sure it's possible, but wasn't really planning on it. Okay. Sure that's in the middle. It's not even close. Kelsey, happy Monday. Thank you. Yeah, I'm into hard surface modeling, so it's nice to join a like-minded community. It's so hard to find a lot of hard surface modelers, so I always love finding new ones. Beautiful mesh and topo. I love this project. It's going to take off. I hope so. I hope so. This is kind of a little passion project for me, so it's kind of cool. Yes, don't forget to like the YouTube stream, guys. It does help me a lot. This one, I'm pretty excited for this one. I'm getting to the point now where I just want to get in the Substance Painter and start texturing it, but I'm also like terrified to do that. UV, I don't really worry about anymore, honestly. Ever since I got Rhizome, I just don't care. But would love to have you in the Discord, Mr. Eldoro. Alright. Kelsey, how are you doing? And happy Monday to you. Alright, so I think I'm gonna... Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to duplicate this. Going to center my pivot. I'm going to just retool that a little bit. I'm good just roasting a whole turkey. Why are you doing it? It's not time for that yet. Do you just pelt UV your messers and rhizome now? Yeah, basically. I just kind of go through and get them to a point where, like, they're not distorted. I don't necessarily care about, like, straightening everything and making sure everything's on par. But, yeah, I just kind of go through and just do everything. And then, like, rhizome makes adjusting shells a little bit of a pain, so I will actually sometimes pull them back into Maya just to adjust the shells. But it depends on what I'm doing. Let's see here. Okay. Got it for 99 cents a pound, so I couldn't not buy it. That's fair. That's a good price for a turkey. Maybe that's the secret. Maybe I should buy a turkey now for Thanksgiving and then just save it. Is that the secret? Is that what we got to do? Surely you're using... Yes, I usually use UDIMs for my personal projects like this. I think every single one of my projects has used it, actually. Now that I think about it. Except for, like, the Tron disc. Like, those were all single ones. But, like, any of my larger projects, they were all UDIMs. Alright, so let's just go ahead and do this. I don't think... Can you do two of these at the same time? You might be able to. Yeah, you can. Interesting. Never tried that. Let's make those smaller so they don't look so crazy. Let's increase the precision on them. I like to turn that, not that one on so I can just see what I'm doing. That's okay. So I just want to make sure. Okay, so those are not intersecting at all. Okay. Alright, so let's do some minor adjustments. Don't really know what I'm grabbing right now. This is a very cramped area to be in. Okay, that's better. So I've been doing some anatomy studies. And so one of the things I wanted to do was I wanted to start drawing, like, anatomy. And so one of the things that I have a hard time with, I don't know if you guys ever experienced this, but, like, learning, I always feel good when I have, like, something tangible that I can play with and, like, manipulate and see what I'm doing. And so I'm working on hands because hands are, every artist hates hands, I'm pretty sure, but I don't like them very much. But, like, it would help me to have, like, a hand to mess with. Not my own hand, but one that I can physically look at and manipulate and draw and see different angles. So I was looking at anatomy hands, you know, just like skeletal, like the little, like, things that we used to have in high school that used to sit there and bend until the fingers broke off. Those are expensive. I didn't realize how much those cost. They're like $300 for one hand. So I found this awesome dude who has some, like, 3D printed anatomy stuff, and one of them was a hand. So I am printing a hand right now, which sounds really weird, but it's going to be really cool because I'm trying to print as much, like, tangible reference that I can have so I can continue learning the anatomy stuff that I'm trying to learn. Because I'm not an organic modeler, but I would like to be able to do it. That's the secret. No, $30 for a 10-pound turkey this year? Yeah, it's a good deal, it sounds like. I might have to do that. Or at least tell my parents to do that because, like, I don't end up usually buying the turkeys. Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch, Kiyoko. Kikyo? I hope I'm saying that right. I appreciate it. I just realized we're up to 1100 on Twitch, which is kind of crazy. Twitch stops showing you like the numbers after you hit 1,000, so like you get to just see like 1.1, 1.2. So I appreciate you guys for getting me to 1.1k on YouTube or Twitch. It's a pretty crazy number. I'm in the same boat. Nice. We're in it together. Varix Rabies. Hello. Hi. How are you? It's just a matter of having a space. Yeah, I don't have the space to store a whole turkey until Thanksgiving. That's for sure. I have been going through my green chili stash that I've had since like 2015. Which, you know, thankfully chili kind of keeps forever. So when you freeze it, but I'm finally making room in my freezer again because of that. But you guys don't know, in New Mexico, green chili is our big thing. So it's like our #1 like export. We grow a lot of green chili here during the fall. And so in the fall, we'll go and buy green chili, buy like bushels of green chili, and they'll roast it, and then we'll take it back and freeze it. And it's the best stuff ever. It's so good. I bought 20 pounds on my way home. Yeah, 2050. I know it's bad. I haven't bought new chili in a while. Let's see. My parents told me I waste too much on learning about anatomy. It looks realistic enough, but they don't understand the process. Well, and that's tough, right? Because like a lot of people don't understand like how important it is to really understand that stuff. And so when you're talking about, I don't know if your parents are artists, this is just my assumption, but when you're talking about people who like aren't like of the artistic mindset, when they look at something, they're like, oh yeah, that looks good to me, but you're like, no, it's wrong. So I get that. I have a wife who works in medical, so if I do something wrong anatomy-wise, she's going to tell me I did something wrong. Whoops. Why? I'm just trying to delete this without deleting. There we go. Can I just have the curve, please? Thank you. Delete. Alright. So those are good. Do you really notice them? Nope, not really. But they're there. They are there. What kind of 3D printer are you using? I have a Creality Ender 5 S1. So that's what I use to primarily print. I want to get a what do you call it? Resin printer someday. But I keep like not doing it. That and like I have to be careful with the resin printer because I have the birds. I have to have it in my garage, so I have to set up like a whole thing in my garage. It's just a pain. I love the model. Looks very engineering-like. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's kind of what I'm going for, so that's good. I'm glad that it's coming across. Combine, Control D. I'm still not in love with the hands, but I feel like I'll like them more when I pose them. Because right now they're just in that flat, ugly pose. Okay. That's better. I'm probably adding way too much detail to this, but it's important to me. 20 pounds of chili on the way home, that's a lot. But I bet your car smelled really good the entire way home. You can't get New Mexico chili in Phoenix? I thought you could. Okay. So that's working pretty well. I'm okay with that. I would like to still have something going on back here, but I also want I was thinking about it the other day. I don't have anything like mounting these, so I need to put some bolts in here. So we're gonna take these guys and we're gonna just kind of array them across this. Because it looks kind of funky with these just floating there, and I'm going for like realism. I don't know why I said that way. I want to go realistic. There we go. I want it a little bit smaller. I don't want them to stand out too much, but I do want them to like be present. Yeah. I have no idea what color scheme I'm going to do for this thing yet. I do want to do something like with black because, you know, the aliens themselves are normally black, but I haven't really figured it out yet. Okay. And I'm gonna do one right down there just to kind of like make that not look like weird, because two of them looks weird to me. I'm pretty sure I could delete my block out now, though. Yeah, I don't think I need that anymore. Starving all the way home, but we were hungry, so we had to peel it when we get home. I meant Johnny. I actually don't peel mine anymore. I just freeze it with the skin on. It's actually easier to peel afterwards. And that goes for any pepper that you roast. So, like, if you roast any or grill any peppers, if you freeze them and then you microwave them later, the skin comes off a lot easier. And I figured that out, whoops, because I'm lazy. I realize this is just floating and has no brackets, so that's something I'm gonna have to fix later. It's okay. Yeah, these hands are like comically large. I'm gonna have to adjust them. Yeah, but I like storing them real flat and chopped even. Oh, okay. That's fair. It's definitely easier to do it yourself, like immediately. I'm just very lazy. How is Substance Painter with translucent subsurface scattering materials? I know basically nothing in the software. I really need to get into it and the kind of stuff. I don't know. I've never done it yet. I haven't done it yet. I know it handles transparency okay, which should be fine for this. But I haven't done subsurface scattering. I know my buddy Jared, he does a lot of work in there with subsurface scattering. So I know it's doable. I just don't know what the workflow looks like. This is going to be such a pain in the ass to pose. Okay. Let's see here. What do we got? What do I want to do next? I want to fill in this cavity. Where's my pure F scene? I just don't know what to fill it in with. Because, like, I like how he's got this, like, bony structure that closes in. I also like the ribs on that a lot better. I built these ribs when I didn't have that concept. I might do something like that, honestly. Let's do that. Let's fill this in. Let's make it look cool. Oh, sweet, that's cool. Yeah, absolutely. Fanuel Motion, hello, how are you? Good to see everybody early on a Monday. Glad to know my lack of advertising things doesn't really matter all that much. I just hate making thumbnails. Like, it is not my favorite thing in the world to do. I despise it because I'm not good at it. Which I probably should get good at it because, you know, I would like to make YouTube a thing. Because it's important. Alright. Let's go. So I'm going to try to like mimic that. I'm going to actually merge some of this together. So let's do... I just want to give myself enough geo to work with here. And then I'm going to delete these. Go vertex. Target weld. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I'm gonna think about that. Yes, I'm working in symmetry. Sometimes I forget. Okay. So that's a really funky quad, but it is a quad, so don't judge me. This is gonna be a really weird shape. I don't really know what I'm doing here, but we experiment. Symmetry has come in such handy with this project. Like, it's actually kind of ridiculous. Let's see. Look at that again. Where is it? There we go. So how does that work? Kind of like wraps around. It's a very thin portion of the body. So, okay. What part are you modeling? I'm working on just something to fill this gap in right now. And hi, Mary Lamb. How are you? Because I don't like it. I don't like it being open because, like, this is where the model stops. Like, it's going to be mounted to like a piece of metal or something. I just don't really know what to do yet. So what I could do is kind of put that up here and squeeze it in a bit. That might work out. And then I can just kind of and then I might, okay, I'm thinking here. Thinking. Because I need those to mount to something, so I gotta figure that out. Any Jacks, I'm really inspired by your works. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm glad they inspire you. I'm good. Maybe some concept art of different pieces could help since you're looking at the flesh model. Yeah, that's the problem, right? Is like, I'm looking at this, I'm like, that, but they're different on every single one of them, and like, kind of looking, that one I kind of disqualified, but I don't really have anything good for like torso. Alright, let's add something, hold on. Biomechanical torso? Maybe? Images? These are all tattoos. Yeah, I could have figured that. I'm also glad I didn't search for this on stream, because there's a lot of nudity. Is there anything like... just like something, huh? I am both thrilled that there is no reference for this and also upset that there's no reference for this. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna make that one piece. I know what I'm gonna do. I saw something that I liked. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna flesh this piece out. I'm gonna delete these though. So let's go ahead and finish this. And then what I'm gonna do, Sharky, I will hit the save button because I haven't in a minute. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Hi, brother. I'm from India. Uday. Hello. How are you? Like different designs of anime and mecha concept. Yeah. So a lot of this I've been trying to like. Oh, freak me out.
Okie dokie.
I do have some good reference. It's just like most of my reference doesn't have torsos. Or like abdomens, like lower abdomens. So like I'm trying to find some stuff. Let me do minus AI. Because that might be easier. I love that you search biomechanical xenomorph and it comes up with Legos. It's good to know I'm doing something original, which is kind of cool. Mecha concept art. Let's try that. See if I can find something different. This is also the struggle with designing your own things, as I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm also really bad at planning. I'm 90% sure that's AI, and I don't use AI concept art, so. Yeah, everything I see is doing what I'm thinking, so that's what I'm gonna do. I think this is gonna work. Transformers model. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of looking at, because there's a lot of good reference there. What's up, Sharky? How you doing, man? How was your weekend? Let's go ahead and bevel that. We'll just do a really basic bevel there. We'll clean all that up in a minute here. Okay. So, looking at this, because this is really weird and I actually don't like this setup, it kind of stresses me out. Because it is a quad, but it's just an ugly one. I'm trying to think of how to do that without it being ugly, but I don't think there really is a way. What do I... Okay. So, the problem I'm having here... no, actually this might work. Alright. Just enjoy my chaotic process as I go, I guess. Commander QQ, hello, how are you? These also need to be taller. Okay, so I'm going to take these and we're going to extrude them in. And then mesh. This is probably not going to work. Maybe. Face. Let's just rotate that. It's a little ugly, but it might work. And if not, I'm going to have a shitload of stuff to clean up. Yeah, Maryland, Transformers was a good idea. That's definitely a good one. Okay, so that's cool. So this is nice because this keeps this independent, and now I can kind of do what I want with it. I can actually just delete that. I'm going to go Mesh Tools. Let's add some shape to this.
What the hell is even that?
What the hell is even that, STI? How you doing, man? Good to see you. How you doing? I mean, it's okay. Are you okay, Commandant QQ? I hope you're all right. Speaking of which, I was texting my wife. Nope, guess not. All right. I know it doesn't look like a quad, but it is a quad. Does it count when it's... Yeah, I would assume it still counts. Oh, you know what though? It's merging into a 5-point. Actually a 6-point. I don't know if I like that. I might redo that a little bit. But for general shaping purposes, I think this is going to work. I just want to... That's hard to do with symmetry, so... I'm going to turn it off for a second. I'm going to just work with this individually. Okay. This actually might work better anyway. So let's clean this up a little bit here. That's fine. So we'll go Mesh Tools, Insert Edge Loop. Nope. Right there. Escape. And then if I go boom to boom. No, those are connected, so that won't work. I'm gonna figure out what I need to do there. I'm tired, want to sleep, but I need to study. How are you, my dude? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It was a busy weekend. We went to a wedding this weekend. Oh yeah, I didn't save. Thank you for the reminder, Mary Lamb. We went to a wedding this weekend. It was a long wedding. It was good though. It was nice. We did ice skating yesterday. Yeah, we had a really busy weekend. I'm kind of like ready for a not busy weekend. Commandant, I'm good. I'm good, you're okay. Kikyo, everything's alright. Good, I'm glad. Alright. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna take this, extrude this down. We're just gonna reshape this a little bit. I'm tired of you getting selected. G, okay. And then we're gonna take this entire ring here. It's nice to be back to streaming on a Monday though, because like I have missed it. I've just been really busy. So it's good to be back. We can delete that. We don't need that. This is too thick. Kind of rather have that kind of shape to it. So we'll do mesh, mirror, bounding box, and negative. That's better. That's got like a sharper curve to it. Probably looks better when it's smooth. It does. Got a little bit of funk going on up there, but that's all right. I'm going to go back into symmetry mode. Just go back to topology. Oh, I see what happened there. Okay, yeah, there's some definite funkiness going on there, and something poking through that shouldn't be. If that's what I'm seeing. Nope, just not connected. So that's beautiful. Insert edge loop. Let's just fix that now. Why you no merge? Okay. Figured that was close enough to do that, but alright. That should all be good. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. So that's all quadded. That's nice. It's pretty. Sorry, you're talking so fast that I don't understand. I'm from Russia and it's hard to take your fast speech. Oh, I'm sorry. I tend to talk fast. So I do apologize for that, but I'll try to slow it down a little bit. Definitely try to slow it down a bit. Okay. So I want to add some like detailing. So I'm gonna extrude these in. And then we're gonna just kind of readjust here. Just kind of try to fix some of this. Take these in. Extrude. So I'm purposely not going to support those because they're going to continue the kind of shaping that I have with the ribs here. So I want to kind of continue that look just because that's the kind of like the function of it all. It looks like bone-ish we're actually going to make this thinner. So that's good. Some extra support there. And then I think what I want to do, yeah, I'm going to thin this out up here a little bit. Just kind of do a little bit of reshaping here. I wish I could do like multilingual subtitles, but I don't think there's a way to do that yet. It's okay, I'm still interested in how you work. I just have time to listen a lot. It's very interesting. Oh, okay, yeah, no problem. It would be cool to have like the ability to do multilingual subtitles. Maybe that would be an awesome use for AI instead of replacing artists. I think that would be pretty neat. Sharky, if you're still there, do you know of a way to do that? Because that would be amazing. Okay, so I like that. So this will give me kind of the shaping that I'm wanting. And then I can build out elsewhere. Kikyo, I think you're the first person I've had from Russia, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so I don't like that. That's not working. So we're gonna do some retopology here. We're gonna clean this up. And it's gonna give us a little bit more support, which is really nice. The only issue is JK, that's not a problem. This is actually going to be perfect. Okay. So that cleans that up. That also gives me some extra support there, so now it's kind of cleaner and I can drag some edge loops in there if I want to, which I'm going to need to. So we're going to do the same thing down here. Just going to delete these guys, and this is kind of how I fix my edge flow. Instagram Reel has weird multilingual subtitles like the corner of the video, and they're pretty cool. Oh, interesting. I speak Spanish, so it's actually very accurate in the subtitles. Nice, that's good. That's really cool. I was toying with doing a dual language stream if I got into doing live stuff, but I have no idea what the demand would be. So you'd be surprised. So there's a guy I follow on Twitch who, his name is Adam Wilson. He speaks both French and English. He's in Canada, so he's an animator in Canada. And it seems to work out pretty good for him. So I don't know, it might be something to try. Hello, Tex. How are you? I've seen a lot of your cuts on YouTube, and I've seen your content on Instagram, and I'm very interested in you. I'm getting experience from you as a newbie. That's awesome. I'm glad that the content's helping you. That's the goal of it. Why did my music stop? Save your shit. I just did. Okay? I just did. How you doing, Tex? How you be, buddy? Alright. Yes. Okay. Let's see. How's that look smooth? Okay, that's better. But this is where it's cool now, because now I can go in here and I can add an edge loop here, support that, give a little bit of structure there. Same one down here. And that kind of creates that cavity a little bit better. The only thing is that I might actually add some interior support. Yeah, that's a little bit nicer. I like that a little bit more.
Put that cookie down.
Now!
Now!
Chris, Kelsey says hi on YouTube. I also love how loving and supporting your community is, and I'm here. Here I am being a dick. I enjoy our friendship. That's true. Yes. If you guys ever see text of the Chaotic Seekers in my chat, we're just really good friends, and that's why he's a dick to me. Because I do the same thing to him. It's a very loving, hating relationship. We're both here for it, though. That looks like a heart. I don't want that to look like a heart. Let's see. Hold on. That's just making that worse. Hold on. I wonder... Let's see if adding edge loops helps anything. Probably won't, but... No, and it made some weird pinching, so we're gonna just undo everything that I just did. Because I hate it. Interesting. It's a shame that 3D content is such a minor thing here in JP compared to a lot of other places. Is it really? That's interesting. I would figure it would be a little bit bigger, especially with like the advent of a lot of studios doing like 3D based animes. Even though I'm not a huge fan of that style, I still love traditional like drawn anime. But that's interesting. That's not so popular out there. That does suck. Sharky, since you're here, do you know of any like multilingual subtitle plugins that would work? Is that a thing? Is that possible? I need to give you a disclaimer message. Maybe. So I'm getting a weird pinch. And it's because of that. So we're gonna do an edge slide. We're just gonna move this up and kind of clean up that pinch a little bit. So that solves that. I want to stack this now and see how it looks. Because I'm thinking what I'll do is kind of have it flowing like that. Maybe. I feel like that should be the other way around, right? Yeah, that should be the other way around. Redo. These should be on the inside. And then maybe leave one on the outside? I don't know. See how that looks. No, that's actually kind of cool. This has problems. I recently found a Korean guy on YouTube with the most helpful cloth tutorial, but unfortunately I couldn't understand him. All I got was hello at the start of the video. So sometimes YouTube's automated translations work pretty well. Silverfin GVT, I am making a biomechanical or robotic xenomorph. Working on the abdomen right now. I know a few exist, but they're all garbage right now. That's unfortunate. It would be nice if they weren't. These also need to like line up better, so let's... These need more space. That's okay, because it kind of like builds into that, and then I'm gonna have different pieces kind of interlocking there. So let's build the like interlocks, and we'll do. Do I have a time capsule for this? No, but I will have like a full edited video showing the entire process when I finish it. You could say it'd be nice if a lot of things weren't garbage. I mean, true. Casually looks at what year it is. What's your reference for that? All of this stuff. This is technically my own design, because there is no reference for this, unfortunately. Alright. So let's design the center, like, bracket portion. Because I think that's what I need to do next, just to kind of, like, flesh this out, and then I can just kind of organize it the way I want to. Syntax. I wish there were a better version, or a better option for that, because I feel like it's kind of... that's one thing I could say that AI would be useful for, is live translations for that. That would be dope. But instead, we're replacing artists with it, so that's fun. Why can't I pull that? Okay, vertex. What is... oh, I left, what do you call it? Yep. So let's do... okay. So I'm thinking that what I want to do... I want this to be kind of like a lower, yeah. Okay. Thanks, I would love that. Yeah, it'll come out once this project's done. I made sure I recorded every step of this, because this is one that I wanted to make sure I had it all. I was really bad about it with BD1, so I feel bad because like BD1 and the ship just didn't get the same treatment that a lot of my projects do. Because I was so fried on both of those that I just kind of stopped recording them. So I do feel bad that those didn't get that same treatment. Mesh tools, circularize, oof, okay. Okay. Yeah, I could, in theory, get you a reference. I mean, you could, in theory, yes. But is it not AI generated? Because that's the important part. No, not AI? Really? Send me something. I want to know. Curious. Okay. So that's fine. Let's go ahead and support this. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Hold on. Before I do that, Mesh tools, insert. DM'd you what I mean? Okay. Let me see. Oh, I see what you mean. So that reference, I've got that reference. What we're talking about is like having, because like the only like mechanical reference that I have is this thing. And I honestly don't like the design of this at all. It's very like simplistic and weird. And I can't help but wonder if that was also AI generated, but I'm not really too sure. So it's a matter of like converting the organic into the non-organic. That's what I need reference for. That's where I'm a little stuck. But yeah, that would work if I were actually like making an organic one for sure. Okay. Save you selected. I'm alive. Well, I'm glad you're alive, buddy. Alright, let's get that lined up. It's definitely not lined up, but we'll do that. And then this is instantly going to have to drop because I know for a fact it's clashing with something. So let's see what that's looking like. It's only a little bit too. Okay, I'll leave that for right now. But I do want to reshape this a little bit. This way, pull this down, move it back, center it up. Do the same thing here. And the same thing down here. And then just move these into place. I almost feel like I know what I'm doing. Almost. You assume I don't have that as a button on stream. There is one that Sharky showed me that uses AI to respond to people, but I'm still not sure about it. It would be a cool use for Orion. What am I making? This is a robotic Xenomorph. Just working on the torso today. So I think these interior brackets, I need to figure out what they're going to actually mount to. I guess they could technically mount to the spine in some way. I just have to kind of redo the vertebrae to support that. Or do I? No, I really don't, actually. I might have an option for that. What's up, Al? How you doing, man? I also need hard to detect when someone mentions me and asks that. Okay, so this is punching through this first rib, so I'm just gonna actually, I'll end up adjusting that a little bit, but I'm gonna leave it for right now just because I'm trying to structure this. And then I'm thinking I'm gonna have to build something here, but I'm not sure what yet. So we'll just keep kind of modeling this out a little bit. All right. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to match these up with these vertebrae back here. Because I'd like them to just like clasp on here. So we'll take this. I'm going to bridge this portion. Boom. What's up, Stigma? I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing good, Al. I'm a little tired today, but I'm doing good. Let's see. I want this to hook. So, like... How you doing, Stigma? This music was my old subscription sound. Big Sleepy, I get you. I'm feeling it today, too. You streamed today, too, didn't you? Are you still streaming? Okay, so far I'm not enjoying this. But we can make it better. Okay, so we'll add a couple segments. I've just been doing like 3 segments because that's kind of enough to get me what I need. And I need to make sure that that's not clashing with that rib like that is. So let's move this inside. So that's totally fine. That links up with that vertebrae, which is cool. It's going to be just about getting this mounted. I'm only going to do 1 hole on this one, just because I don't want to do the back. Let's go mesh, circularize, whoa. Yeah, neither of those are the same. Okay. This should look really cool when it's done, hopefully. I'm kind of going for the same design that I did on the neck, just like a little bit more like prevalent. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Go ahead and merge those. Perfect. So let's go ahead and mark everything up and make sure it's sitting where it needs to be, and it's currently not. Perfect. Oh, so close. Okay. That should be okay. Alright, so edge loop. Try not to go too crazy with my shapes here, just so I have like some really simple stuff to UV. I will save. Just 1 hole. Did I hear that right? Just 1 hole. You heard that right. so now we gotta duplicate this. Okay. Okay. So that should be good for that one and that one. Okay, so we've got those kind of merging across and doing what they're supposed to. That's neat. Anybody working on anything cool tonight? Any fun projects going on? Nope. Geo hair and Blender. Nice. How's that going? I know nothing about Blender's hair workflow, so I don't know if it's like a pain or not. Although if you're doing geo hair, you're probably sculpting it, right? Okay. So this last one is going to be kind of a pain because it's super close together. So I might have to actually like eliminate some geo. May not have to, but we'll figure it out. This one's going to have to be dramatically shaped different just because of the way this is working. I don't think that's copyright-free music. Hold up. It's not. Oh, come on. My bad audio. Give me something that is longer. Sure. Finding it really difficult to make the correct flow of hair. The direction is hard to get right. Not sculpting, just... Okay, so you're doing like path curves. I see. Imagine playing music. Yeah, imagine. That's something that YouTube doesn't do very well, and I continue to pay them for it. Okay. This is not gonna work. This is gonna be way too, like, crushed. Yeah. Alright, hold on. That surprisingly actually worked. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Does what it needs to. Looks cool. My boy Spotify, why you do? Because I don't want to pay for Spotify. Okay. Yeah, I don't like Spotify. But I also don't like advertisements, so I willingly pay for YouTube Premium. Right, that one. I'm gonna do the same thing up here. Actually, I want that little edge. Okay. Yeah, that's I'm pretty cool with that. So let's take all of this junk here. I'm gonna duplicate it across, mesh, combine, Control D, 1. We'll just plop it into place. Yeah, that's nice. I like how it lines up with the spine. Still working on my universal shader, but I've got it to the point where you can zoom into scratches less than 1 mm and it holds resolution. I was going to send you a clip. Ooh, I definitely want to see that. You're wrong for not liking Spotify. But I also don't like my ads on YouTube. I don't like Spotify because it's expensive for what it is. Like, Spotify's fine, but it's $15 a month for just music, when I can pay $15 a month for music and no ads on YouTube. See? Lots of big studios have started using Blender for big projects. Can Maya survive? Lots of big studios really aren't using Blender all that much. Like, Blender is still, like, finding its way in the industry, and it will probably be used for some things, but not everything. Honestly, if you're really afraid of, like, a software replacing Maya, it's probably going to be Houdini, which I also still kind of doubt. Every software has its strong suits, and it's where it lacks, and, you know, the studios are going to choose what they're going to choose, but I'm not afraid of Maya going anywhere anytime soon. Especially because competitively, they still hold the advantage, so. Not that there's anything wrong with the other software, just put my 2 cents out there. I have to disclaim that because people get mad at me. Okay. Okay. Mesh, combine, Control D. I don't think it's going to change too soon. No, it won't. I'll grab some viewport clips, excuse the horrible noise. Oh, that's cool. I get how it works, so. I used Octane for a little bit for a while back, way back when. As long as Maya doesn't pull in Adobe. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't think they will. Their subscription prices are already kind of expensive, so they can't really do much more. Honestly, one of the bigger companies that I've been really pissed off about lately has been Maxon, because ZBrush was like $39 a month and now it's $50. So they just like across the board raised the prices on everything, and like for an application that does one thing, which is sculpting and modeling, I don't think that's worth $50 a month. I don't know, maybe people feel differently about that, but like I think $50 a month is kind of insane. Or they could at least offer like a less expensive indie version, like Autodesk does. Is that all of them? Yeah. What's it called when a snowman throws a tantrum? A meltdown? Fantastic. let's see. Combine, Control D. One. Bada bing, bada boom. I really need to work on this model like off stream, but haven't really had the time to do so. But I'm gonna kind of have to. I'm gonna get into crunch mode pretty quick here. Okay. Control D. Get these all lined up and finished off. Let's see, we'll go mesh. Freaking 3D. Hold on one second, I'll show you. Combine, mesh, Control D, there's one. Move that over there, get that in place. Should be about even. This is my biomechanical Xenomorph that I've been working on all Halloween. So this has been my personal project for the month. And I'm getting ready to be done with it. And I know for a fact I'm gonna have to do some work on these ribs because I don't like them anymore. But that's okay. I think I might start on one. So I don't like the fact that these don't have like a screw point here. So I want to add one. That's a good idea. I will save. Roy, what's up, buddy? How be you? How be you? Yes. I'm good. Just got home from work? Or yeah, doing stuff. Also, it feels weird because like normally I don't go live this early. Alright, so I don't think... Did I just... Yeah. That's fine. So, mesh tools, edit mesh, circularize. This music is killing me. What the hell? Go back. Please go back. Industrial metal. Let's do it. How to replace one mesh with another? What do you mean? You have an example of what you're trying to do? All right, I dig this. Okay, so I'm super glad that that is the way it is, but This is why I like White Bat, though. His music is just like, he's got all sorts of different stuff. Vertex. Let me save real quick before I do this, because I could potentially just destroy myself here. Selected vertex is not an edge border. No, you're right, it's not. Nope, that's not gonna work. Damn it. Alright, fine. What do you mean, bridge not working? What's going on? Okay. Oh, shoot, what happened? Okay. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. Vertex. That explains why that wasn't working. Oh, maybe not. Crap. Oh, let's see. Sent it to you on Insta. The audio is doubled up. My bad. Oh, that's cool. I'll take a look at it after stream. I'm curious to see what you did. Why is this not? Okay. I don't get what's going on here. Because it shouldn't be... Those normals are getting flipped for some reason, and I'm not sure why. Let's see. Display, reverse the normals on those. That might work. I don't really know. Can I bridge you? Okay. This might work now. Kind of weird that I had to do that way, but it's fine. Cool. That's better. Wanted an actual hole. Any simple trick for vegetation in Maya? Not really. I don't have a ton of experience doing that. I'll usually just import models that I have. I built a library of models over the years. So that's just kind of how I handle it. I don't know how you would handle like vast forests and stuff like that. I've never really tried. I was finishing a side project. Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, I'm glad you're home. Glad you're doing good. It's good to see you as always. I think this is what I want to do. I think I want that like break. I also just need these to be sharper. They're just not. There we go. That's a little bit better. A lot of this is... I don't know. Do I like that more? I kind of like the look of that more. I don't know. I might play with that a little bit. Okay, let's look at this. A lot of this just doesn't work really well. So I'm going to clean up the topology on this. This has been long overdue on these, unfortunately. just make sure that's not going to screw that up too. No, that's actually okay. Okay. So we'll go mesh tools, insert edge loop. No. I'm going to bridge this. Mesh tools, insert. Okay, just fixing a lot of this. This is something I always recommend going through and doing, just so you don't have to like stress about it in the end. Because it just makes it easier on yourself. But that looks a lot cleaner. Kind of holds the same shape, but there's so much more room to work with here. So now I can go in here and I can just add an edge loop here. Add an edge loop here. Doesn't really affect anything. Supports it. Gives me a sharper rib. That's what I was looking for. Gotham, hello. Can you do the shape which I sent you on Discord so I'll get a better idea for approaching that kind of model? You could please. Yeah, I can. Give me a second here. I'll show you. Got a little bit of a screw up back here. And delete that and then kind of fix this. Make sure I'm not like screwing myself up here. Briefly, no, it doesn't look like it. Oh, no, 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 wait a minute. I messed up. Haven't seen him in a minute. I messed up. Hi, I want to learn about modeling, but I don't know where to start.
Do it!
Jesus Christ,
Just do it!
I want to start
Don't
learning
let
modeling, but I
dreams
don't
be
know where
dreams.
to start, and I also have doubts about whether to learn in Maya or Blender. It looks really good, doesn't it? So, it sounds like you may be overthinking it a little bit. My recommendation, if you can afford it, go with Maya. If you want to start cheaper and just kind of figure out your way with it, go with Blender. Just start. Just try some things. I wouldn't recommend, like, I know everyone suggests doing the Blender donut tutorial. Don't do that. It's not going to help you. But try to find some regular, just like polygonal modeling videos for Blender and see if it's something you enjoy. Don't put too much stress around it, because, you know, there's no need for that. The best way to, you know, learn it is just to get started doing it. I messed up again. Insert edge loop. Whoop. Okay. Insert edge loop. Let's get this fixed. Okay, 3. Alright, that's better. I'm going to save. Save scene. Okay. Let's see. Because the thing I ordered works. Wait a minute. What happened? Friday's gonna suck for... Oh. Best tip from a coding preview. Think of small basic idea when you have a tutorial. Yeah, absolutely. Think of something small. Just go for it. Like do a computer on a desk with a chair. Exactly. Stay away, damn it. Okay. Alright, hold on, I missed some stuff. For biomech stuff, artificial limbs and prosthetics can be some cool inspiration. Those ribs are giving real hip joint replacement metal material. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for, is like that kind of like fake skeletal look that they use on a lot of medical equipment now. Props are a small environment idea for portfolio and game industry. anything you want to model. Like, you know, find weapons you like to do, swords, simple things like office equipment. A lot of people do like radios and things like that. There's all sorts of stuff you could do. Just find things that are interesting for you to model. That's kind of my best advice there with that one. All right, so that's to a point. Okay, Gautham, if you're, are you still there? Make sure you're still there. I think you are. All right, so Gautham, this is how I would do what you're trying to do. So just take a regular cylinder. You're gonna increase it to about 60. And this is exactly how I did it in the example I sent you. Just kind of scale it out. You're gonna take these interior faces, extrude them inward. Leave it kind of thin because it's a thin material that you're working with. And then just extrude that in, delete that. You can merge these, you don't really have to. You might end up like deleting them later. And then I just went through and selected every other one of these. Thanks. Let's see here. I'll select all these. So that gives you that. And then what you're going to do, just extrude it. So I just did kind of like some midpoints. And then I kind of scaled them out. Just to give myself enough like geo to work with. So that gives you what you want to work with, and then what you can do, you can take these and you can either use a twist deformer or you can actually just rotate them however you want to. You don't even have to use the deformer. So we'll just kind of shape this. And then all I did was I took that, I duplicated it, I scaled it out a little bit, and then you freeze the transforms on it. Type in -1 in your X. That flips it, and that gives you that nice crosshatch pattern, and then you can just kind of work with that from there. That's kind of how I did that example that I sent you. But that gives you the design that you were looking for. Okay. I started studying Maya and I'm really enjoying it, but I want to take a course. Please recommend one. Okay, so Eddie, you're on my YouTube, so take a look at the fan tutorial. That's, I think it's like 8 hours long. That'll walk you through the whole process, and you'll have a really nice piece at the end of it to kind of set you up for some success there. And then outside of that, there is some great stuff from JL Musi, and there's some great stuff from On Mars 3D. I wouldn't necessarily recommend paying for a course just yet. But since you're just getting started, go ahead and just kind of experiment with some of those. And my tutorial is a really good way to get into some more complicated modeling, especially with some of the radial duplications that you'll end up doing. And it gives you a really nice portfolio piece afterwards. I just found your channel. Oh, okay, perfect. So then you're here. Yeah, sure, thanks for this. You're welcome. I hope that helps. Yeah, I'm trying to spin up more on the YouTube, guys. So, like, I will start putting out some more stuff. I have a hard time with like the large tutorial series, so I think I'm going to try to do some like micro tutorials instead, because I feel like those will be a little bit easier to get out to you guys. So we'll try that and see how that goes. Hey Kat, sorry I missed that. Fun idea would be modeling a controller, because I'd like to have a controller chucked at me. We could probably make that happen. I think we can make that happen. Well, Eddie, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the community. If you are interested and you want to, we do have a Discord. Just type in !socials. It'll take you there. It's a good place to get help and support when you need it. Okay. So, I mean... Wow. Let's duplicate this rib down. Whoa. Did that line up? No. Oh, I didn't do that one either. This is what sucks, is like these ribs were done, but then I didn't like them. So now I gotta fix them and make them so I like them. But I like this pattern that I have going on here better. I think that plays better. I'm gonna redo this chest piece too. But that plays better to the shaping that I've been doing. Thanks. Yeah, you're welcome. Will buying premium courses to learn from them will improve our knowledge in particular software and able to gain more knowledge? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, so for instance, hold on. If you go on, I think it's Gumroad. So if you guys don't know, I have a Gumroad store. Thank you for the biddies, Owl. And you type in modeling. Jesus Christ. Owl, thank you so much for the bits. My God. Thank you, buddy. You've broken it. Thank you so much for the bits, man. I appreciate you, buddy. So if you're looking for like tutorials, let's see. 3D. I thought there were tutorials on here. There might not be. I know there's like, let's see. Any other character? Maybe it's not Gumroad. There's another one. I know ArtStation has a couple. But yeah, there's no problem with that if you want to. I think you broke it, Al. It stopped playing. Interesting. You broke my bit redemption, Al. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. But yeah, Gotham, I would recommend just looking around and find courses that, you know, are suited to what you're doing. Don't try to, like, do anything crazy that you're not, like, super used to yet, unless that's what you're trying to do. But if you're just trying to get better at a certain, like, subject, just make sure you find, like, a kind of like a lower level or, like, mid-level course instead of some big, crazy course. I still see the coins drop. They're, like, lagging. But that's funny. I use Agora if you're looking for specific stuff, if that's on topic. What's Agora? Real-time voice and video engagement? Nope, that's not it. I'd never heard of Agora. Thank you for the bits, Hal. Oh, Agora community. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there now. Like, YouTube is a really good place to find tutorials and learn some new skills. And, like, my biggest advice, don't rely too heavily on tutorials, because tutorials only get you so far. They kind of just teach you, like, the technical aspect of it. So what I generally like to do is, like, if there's something I don't know, I'll start a project and, like, I'll hit something I don't know. So I will look up that portion of what I need to know and see if I can find a video on it or, like, a community that can help me with it. And then go from there. That way I'm not relying on a tutorial, but I'm still kind of working out that artistic muscle. Which is exactly what I'm doing with, like, Unreal Engine right now. I'm brand new to that software, jumping into it, trying to figure out how to use it. And, like, I'm coming across things that I don't recognize, but it's a little bit easier to get through those things because I have my experience where I do, and then I can go to another community and be like, hey, can you guys help me with this? Gore is mostly for providing rigs. Oh, I see. I got you. I see. But yeah, I just wouldn't go, like, nuts with, like, buying courses and stuff like that until you're ready to start actually doing that. It's kind of my advice there. All right. I don't remember where those cables go. Oh, they just end right there. Okay. Well, that needs to be fixed. I can actually fix that real quick. Let's see. At least I think I can. Edge. I'm going to extrude that all the way down. Oops. Whoop. Because I want that to go into the... God damn it. I want that to go into the base that this is going to be eventually sitting in. So let's just get this set up here. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. What? Mesh tools. Oh. Smoothed. Okay. I was like, what's going on here? Whoa. Let me not break my model. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. And I'll just duplicate this one over to the other side. That's better. That way that travels all the way through. Okay. Tutorials. Buy my $9,999 course and you'll be a pro in a second watch. Yes. Yeah, so the speaker will be returning on Wednesday. We'll be doing more live tutorial on the speaker. So if any of you guys are new to the channel and you want to catch up on that, there is one live stream on my YouTube already for the speaker. You can go ahead and run through that, and then I'll be doing it again on Wednesday. So we'll be working through that again just to get that project going. So that'll be coming up. That's a good reminder. Thank you. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Okay, well, let me go ahead and just delete that. Move this over here. Hopefully it goes where it needs to. Yeah, it does. Okay. It shouldn't be cool. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting somewhere. I was going to do like a spinal cord, but I don't think I'm going to, just because you're not really going to see it. So, thank you for the biddy. Left shift, right click for options. Yes. I don't think we're going to do anything more with that. I need to fix those going in there, but that's okay. That's not a big deal. Alright, well, I think that's kind of it for tonight, guys. I think I'm going to call it. Let me go ahead and delete the history on this guy. And it's been a minute since I've actually backed it up, so let me do that as well. Save scene. And then file, export selection. We're going to go ahead and just export this real quick. Personal folder, projects, Biomecha Xenomorph, Xeno, scenes. This is, what are we on? 1021? 1021, export. Okay. That way I just have a nice little backup. How much time have you spent on this project right now? That's a good question. Probably, I think last time I checked, it's probably around 10, 12 hours. How'd you get inspired to do this model? I love Alien, and I have always wanted to do one, but I am not an organic modeler right now, so I figured I'd do a hard surface one and make it like a mech. So that was kind of where my inspiration came to this one. Which is cool, because there's like not a lot of people who've done this, so this is kind of a first, at least from what I've seen. But yeah, that's kind of how I got inspired to do this one. But All right, guys. So I've saved that out. Save scene. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to end stream here. So Instagram, you guys are always the first ones to go, just because don't really do anything else with that platform except for cut the stream off. I will be back on Wednesday for the live speaker tutorial. So again, if you guys want to catch up on that, the video is on the YouTube channel under my live streams. That's a really good place to do that. Tomorrow I'll start watching your videos and practicing. Alliance is really cool, man. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you found me. Owl, thank you for the biddies. Have a good night, Cat. You too. Raggle Fraggle. Damn it, I just got here. I need to come in earlier. So, Raggle Fraggle, you actually came on time. I just started streaming early today. So, very off case. Like, it won't be that way next week. I usually start at 7, but today I started at 6. So, you're not late. I was early. But Instagram, I will see you guys later. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Boom. And then YouTube, you guys are next. I appreciate you guys all for hanging out here. Damn, there were a lot of you today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out on YouTube as always. Thank you so much for liking the stream and just pushing things into the abyss that is the YouTube algorithm. I do appreciate it so much. And we're getting closer to that partnership status, which is really awesome. So I appreciate you all for being here. And I love having you guys here. So thank you so much again, and I will see you all live on Wednesday. I did my part. You did, Mr. Blazing Man. You did. I'll see you guys soon. And all right, and Twitch.